Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, so my page is being stifled. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that as well. Because I've been posting for over a year now. And nothing's really changed since the first few months that I started my page. And that's just ridiculous because I post almost every day, almost. Sometimes I'll take a break, but not often. All right. There was someone kind of like questioning my authenticity within the comments, okay? I don't have any comments. And when I do have a comment, it's like you could tell it's a stalker. Okay, because they'll either say something like, just check it out for yourself. Anyway, there was someone asking me, why don't you title your lives? Okay. Or is there a reason that you don't title your lives? No, there's no particular reason, okay? It's the current energy as I'm reading it, okay? So live kind of speaks for itself, does it not? So that's the reason for people who are actually wondering, did I think that was something that I really need to comment back on? No, but thanks for showing yourself. Okay. So yesterday I was getting that somebody's ex conspired to have them poisoned. Okay? And they did this with old fake friends and a lot of lovers of their past and their current energy, and to be a lot of their there were some family members involved, but a lot of fake old friends and their exes, somebody's exes, okay? Really messy situation. So they conspired to commit murder. Okay. Yesterday I was watching American Monster. I don't know if you guys know that show, but there was this lady who poisoned her husband. And then 2 days after he had a heart attack with no autopsy, she got him cremated. Years down the line, she gets a new husband. She has an insurance policy on him, just like she did the previous husband. And there's a witness. There is a witness to her type of schemes and her husband's death at 52, right? This information gets brought up in questioning, brought up within this investigation of her doing a fraudulent scheme. Okay, she was stealing, what she was doing, she was stealing houses that were not abandoned, but just not lived in, and then renting them out for herself, like drilling keyholes and renting them out for herself because she thought that they were abandoned. Highly illegal. But that's the reason for this investigation, and then they end up catching this person conspiring to commit murder to now her new husband and his witness. She didn't want to like raise eyebrows if she were to poison anybody else, right? Anyways, somebody conspired to commit murder, okay? And that's one of the biggest charges that they have, but there was also defamation and there was also motive to steal. Prison time. Sorry if I look a little bit, well, I'm not sorry, but I burnt my face yesterday. I'm red, I burnt my face. I need to get some aloe vera or something. And then there's also somebody with baby blues or postpartum or prenatal. So somebody could be finding out that they're pregnant. Somebody could have just had a baby and they have baby blues. Okay, baby blues is a real thing. If you're going through that, well, then there is help out there. Okay, there's a lot of very kind nurses that understand that hormonal imbalance. There's also somebody who wants to like use their kid as leverage. So say they're wrapped up in this case of conspiring to commit murder. They want to get close into your energy so that you can pity them. You can pity them, and then they'll use their kid as some sort of leverage. Like, I honestly, I don't know what to. I wouldn't know what to say to this person. It's like if you feel like you don't want to go to jail because of your son or your daughter, then you shouldn't have conspired to commit murder because that is the consequence, and you're just gonna have to deal with that. Yeah. It's like, what if this person that you targeted had a son or a daughter? You were well aware of that. So why do you expect this person to give a fuck about you? Honestly, Jesus, help them. Help them. Manipulated records. Oh, and then here's the baby card. Okay, somebody of somebody's past manipulated another's health records and said, they're pregnant, they're having my child. Okay? That's new. That's new. This is a recording. This is a recording. That could be getting changed back with the. Yeah, it is. It's getting changed back. Okay, so this investigation is wrapping up. Wrapping up. Okay, so they found proof. I heard a weapon. They found a weapon. I heard controller or controlling. Controller or controlling. Somebody's thrown off about this betrayal. Somebody also wants to steal the proof. Okay, so if you are an investigator, make sure you have copies of that shit. I'm pretty sure you know what to do. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you understand to make multiple copies of whatever you've got. Multiple copies of whatever you've got. Balance. Okay, and I was also getting there was the Bonnyville Health Center has been calling me for a while, and yeah, I can call it out. Yes, I can call it out because this is my truth. Okay, and there was a couple summers ago. I was having abdominal pain, and with this abdominal pain, I went through like just a regular routine test of like my ovaries, my gynecology stuff. Okay, and they said that they had found lumps. Okay, um, which honestly, I don't even know if that's even true. I honestly don't even know if that's true because I've been always like, I'll always do visualization healings on myself. Anything that ever affects me like that, I heal it very fast. Rapid. Okay. Faster than anybody I've met thus far. Okay, I know other healers that can do it really fast, even faster than I can. But faster than the average person, that's for sure. And anyways, so what they told me was I'm gonna need a biopsy. So I went in there, and these doctors literally took chunks out of me. Okay, it hurt, like big chunks out of me. I was cramping for the next like 3 days after that. And what I was getting from that was like they weren't taking it to get a biopsy. They were taking it to see how fast my cells were generated. Okay. And they know that this is a rapid, there's something different about it. Okay. Healers are not your motherfucking guinea pigs, all right? They're not. You didn't have consent to do any of that sort of stuff, and I will not call you back, so stop fucking calling me. Okay? Like, whoever that doctor is, you are pathetic, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Somebody's trying to play like some sort of miracle worker. Okay? So if you are a healer and you're suspecting that these people are treating you things for no fucking reason, no apparent reason, they'll just make it up. It's like make believe reasons. Okay, you don't have to answer them. You don't have to go in. You can just heal yourself through visualizations. You already know how to do it. You already know how to do it. Someone thinks that they can like cure cancer or cure some sort of disease and then be like rich as fuck off of this, whatever they're trying to make, behind someone's back, off of their DNA. Like, get fucked. This isn't happening to just me. It's happening to healers all around the world. And it's not right. They feel like they need more. Well, you could get sued for that, okay? And this isn't the only hospital that I've had problems with. They killed me in Prince Albert. And ever since they killed me in Prince Albert, this weird doctor or like scientist energy has been really obsessed with me. Yeah, this is their work. Somebody is trying to balance out a situation as if they're working on a marriage. Okay, so the reason that somebody messed with someone's health records and said they're with child, which is a complete lie, what the hell, is so that you would work with them or say that we're working on things. We're working on things within a marriage here to create balance. And then there's this kid. It's like, no, this person's not even pregnant. You're a fucking lunatic and you're working on any reason to connect to this person. It's like, if you don't connect to this person, you're being seen as a complete and utter liar. You could have invested in the wrong person. Oh, okay. So somebody could have gotten the impersonator pregnant, but we'll see. Somebody could have got the impersonator pregnant and then said within the health records that it was the collective. Somebody could be a first responder. I heard first responder, in particular, like a paramedic. Something about a paramedic or a doctor. They're working together to cure something. So they've been giving you some sort of attacks. Okay? They've been giving you some sort of attack. Something about antibodies. They've been doing everything to have somebody down, like, dead. Okay? And you continue to balance this out. So it fuels their want to get whatever regenerative cells these are, which is a part of me, a part of you if you're a healer. Okay? This person's very angry. Also, somebody, this is a fire sign who wants to keep a cycle open. Okay, somebody wants to recant or steal some sort of data here. This is manipulated health records. Somebody's thrown off because you balance out everything that they say. It's like they can't really defend themselves. It's like, yeah, you were in the wrong to begin with. You keep lying about this person that doesn't want to ever connect to you. They won't. Okay, you're the last, even if you were the last person on earth. You know how people say that? Even if you and I were the last people on earth. Manipulated health records. Even if you and I were the last people on earth, the only shot to progress mankind, we'd be extinct. I would choose extinction. Not taking a leap of faith. Somebody wants to steal evidence or steal data, but it's like they want to steal evidence, they want to steal data, but it's like, how are you going to steal all of that? How are you going to steal all of that? How are you going to steal those records again? Okay, you're going to have to partner up with somebody that you partnered up in the past, work with in the past. Okay, so you're going to have to get that person that you worked with in the past. However you got those health records, you're going to have to let them get put their guard down again. But now you look like a narcissist. Now you look like the antagonist. So how do you expect for them to want to partner up and take these, manipulate these? Again, wants to keep this cycle open. And now they're angry because of the actions that they took. Okay, the way that somebody balances out these lies all the time. Yes, it's a motherfucking liar. Fake news. Fake news. Okay, this is also what somebody wanted. This is also what somebody implied within the comments. Okay, you guys can go ahead and look at it. I just said thanks for, well, I didn't even say anything. I almost said thanks for showing yourself. Okay, because it was very obvious that it was a stalker. But I actually didn't say anything. I didn't say anything at all. I hope everyone's doing well. Empress in the reverse. Yeah, someone's not pregnant. That's for fucking sure. Or somebody is not the Empress. Injustice. Or somebody is not motherly. Like they could be a mother. The Empress in the reverse. They could be a mother. It's just not the Empress. Okay, it's just not the Empress. It is just not the Empress. So it's an impersonator causing an injustice. Try to be someone else. Corruption. Narcissist. You're over it. Something has to be released or paid back. Okay, so there's like there's a particular payment, or somebody could be wanting to take their payment back because the job wasn't done. But the fact that you transferred that money, or you gave that money with intent for that person to be murdered, that is the proof. Okay, so long as they have that transaction, it doesn't matter if you took it back. You still intended, you still paid for that to happen. So that's the reason why this is like being wrapped up, because you still gave this order. You still gave this order. Now you want to move into calmer water. Like, dude, just sit the fuck down, okay? Pretty sure if you go around this person will call the cops and you'll be arrested even faster, okay? Again. Again. Okay, so we'll pull a couple of these cards. I only have 7 minutes, and then I got to go. Somebody feels like it's a missed opportunity to traffic somebody, or to catch somebody on trafficking charges. They really badly want to call someone like a drug dealer, and they really badly want to call someone a prostitute, both of which are not true. There is a Hierophant that sees a High Priestess as complete wish fulfillment. Who is well aware of these past people trying to attack. Okay, so they're making some sort of change here. So they could have been in contact, or people from your past could have been in contact with a Hierophant that they knew that appreciated you in some way. Okay, so because anything that piques your interest, they move in on. This was another person that they moved in on. They could have bribed this person, because yesterday I was getting heavy bribery, okay? Heavy bribery. Partnered up to create changes, but now somebody has a change of heart. Something about a dove. I don't know what the dove represents. I think it represents peace. A change of scenery. Change of scenery. Okay, the end to them partnering up with the thought of building a family. They feel like it was a missed opportunity, so now they're making some sort of change because they see eye to eye with this person. Queen of Cups. Tower moment. So there was a Queen of Cups that was manipulating a Hierophant with the thought of marriage, with the thought of creating a family. They were really pushing this energy upon this person. And I don't know if they were like, I'm getting the Queen of Cups kept coming up in reverse, but they felt love. They felt something. They felt like it wasn't bad, but it was bad. It was a dark empath. It was love magic. It was those rose-colored glasses, right? No, this person was trying to get you to attack the real Queen of Cups. There could be like an argument within a living situation. There's a Tower moment because somebody's recognizing that they wouldn't have even taken any sort of action. Work. Damn, wait, that's complicated. This person holding back from like stooping proved to you that they were the real Queen of Cups. Take it how it resonates, okay? Because I'm confused. Pulling back, you pulling back started a fight within this house because of its Tower moment. About this marriage, there's a fake marriage here. There's a fake marriage, and that is motive. A fake marriage is motive. Okay, there was a reason I was talking about American Monster, because if you have a false marriage and you have some sort of insurance, fraudulent insurance policy upon this person that you put in a fraudulent marriage, that is more than enough motive. Okay, so you talk about this bitch should die or some little sly remark like that. Boom, highly investigated. You, all your friends, you, all your community. Okay, now there's some sort of chaos within the community because of a false marriage. Somebody's trying to change it. Change the documents, change it back, put the impersonator's name on the marriage certificate, leave the Queen of Swords out of it because this person's holding back their energy. You feel like it's a missed opportunity to say that you're working on your marriage. I'm getting that there is lots of domestic violence within this relationship, even if you had a relationship prior to this. Some of us haven't. This person on the table here has. You beat the shit out of this woman, or you beat the shit out of this man, because we know it goes both ways, okay? Women can be abusers too. But whoever this person is, they're an abuser, man. They want to come in and say that they've healed that part of them, that aggravated part of them. This is manipulation. This is manipulation. Okay, they were working with the community to do certain attacks out in public, like stalking. Okay, somebody's sending the intent of harm yourself, heart attack, harm yourself, heart attack out in public. Okay, if you feel like uneasy while you're out in public, or you feel like aggravated or like a little bit pissed off because when you're out in public you feel like everyone's an idiot, but then when you're inside you're like, life is amazing. Okay, people are amazing, right? You have like a different perspective from when you're inside to when you go outside. People are like sending this intent your way. These stalkers, these gang stalkers are sending this intent your way. Protect your energy. How do we protect our energy? We protect our energy with a force field of love. Okay, so this really, 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 really white, bright white light. Okay, I've spoken about this light before. This is what God healed me with when I died in the hospital. It's an extremely bright white light. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to imagine it being white, but imagine it being a bubble around you. It can be a bubble, it can be anything you want, really. Mine is like a set of wings that come out my back and protect me. Okay, it can be whatever you want, but as long as it's surrounding you, right? And you're grounding yourself while you have that force field. Okay, that force field that no intent can penetrate other than the equality of that love, which is the force field. Okay, I've spoken it on previous videos before. If you guys want to go and like my older videos. Okay, those are very informative as well. I've been doing this for like, oh, I dropped a bunch of cards, for 4 years before I came on YouTube. And I get my answers through prayer and meditation. So I know it to be true. Okay, I know it to be true. Heavy corruption here. False investigation. Heavy false investigation. Like they're extracting. Somebody put in the system that someone was an escort. You know, anybody who said that this person is an escort, you will be interrogated, you will be questioned if you have yet to be already, okay? Because they know that this is a lie, that this person has never engaged in this type of work. I heard sex work. So they know that this person has never engaged in any type of sex work. And there's like a big group of people who actually do sex work who have put in these false reports. So it's now your word means shit. Okay, now you're going to be flagged as not credible. Okay, so the next time you get in shit and get arrested and try to set somebody else up so that you don't have to take the fall for your own actions, you don't have to accept the consequences for your own actions, okay, you'll be already flagged as incredible and you won't be able to do that to anyone anymore. Round of applause for all people flagging these people who are refuse to be accountable. Okay, I gotta go wake up my kids. Have a good day, people. Yeah, a non-titled live. Enjoy.